You spend 8 hours a day working. But how much of that time actually moves you forward? Here's the truth. Most people are busy, but they're not productive. They're running in place, sweating, exhausted, but going nowhere. Studies show that the average person wastes 2 to 3 hours every single day on tasks that give them zero results. That's 15 hours a week, 60 hours a month, 720 hours a year. That's an entire month of your life evaporated. Before we go further, here's what you're going to learn in this video. 1. The hidden time wasters that steal your productivity without you even noticing. 2. Why being busy doesn't equal being productive, and how to tell the difference. 3. A simple framework to track where your time actually goes and cut out the noise. 4. The psychology behind why we waste time even when we know better. 5. One powerful mindset shift that will help you stop spinning your wheels and start seeing real results. These are the 5 things we're solving today. Everything we talk about will circle back to these. Let's get started. Okay, let's be real for a second. You ever sit down at your desk at 9 a.m., full of energy, ready to crush the day? You open your laptop, you check your emails, just a quick glance. Then you see a notification. You click it. Then you remember you need to reply to that message from last week. Then you check your phone, just for a second. Then you see a meme. You laugh. You share it. Then you remember you were supposed to order that thing on Amazon. So you open Amazon. You browse, you add stuff to your cart. Then you close it. You tell yourself, okay, time to work. You look at the clock. It's 11:30 a.m. You've done nothing. And now you panic. So you open a document, you type one sentence, you delete it. You type another, you delete that too. Then you think, you know what? I need coffee. I can't work without coffee. You make coffee. You drink it slowly. You check your phone again. It's 1 p.m. You've done still nothing. And now you're stressed. So you decide, okay, no more distractions. I'm locking in. You work, you grind, you hustle for 20 minutes. Then you get a text. You reply. You get another text. You reply again. Then someone calls. You answer. It's a 15-minute conversation about absolutely nothing. You hang up. You look at the clock. It's 3 p.m. And you realize you've been busy all day, but you've accomplished zero. Sound familiar? Yeah, me too. Here's the thing. You're not lazy. You're not incapable. You're just stuck in a cycle of wasted time. And the worst part? You don't even realize you're wasting it. And that's what we're fixing today. Most people confuse activity with achievement. They think that as long as they're doing something, they're being productive. But here's the truth. Motion is not progress. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, you're sweating, you're exhausted. But at the end of the hour, you're still in the same spot. That's what wasted time looks like. Psychologists call this pseudo-productivity. It's when you engage in low-value tasks that make you feel busy, but don't actually move you toward your goals. Checking emails 47 times a day, that's pseudo-productivity. Reorganizing your desk for the 3rd time this week, pseudo-productivity. Scrolling through LinkedIn pretending you're networking. You guessed it, pseudo-productivity. You're not creating value. You're creating the illusion of value. And your brain loves it because your brain doesn't care about results. It cares about dopamine. And every little task you complete, no matter how meaningless, gives you a tiny hit of dopamine. So you keep doing them. If you want to stop wasting time, you need to ask yourself one simple question every time you start a task. Will this move me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, stop. Don't negotiate. Don't rationalize. Just stop. Because time management isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing the right things. You don't lose hours in big chunks. You lose them in tiny slivers. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It doesn't feel like much, but it adds up. It's like a leaky faucet. One drop doesn't matter, but leave it running for a month, and you've wasted hundreds of gallons. That's your time.
Researchers found that the average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. Each check takes about 30 seconds. But here's the kicker. It takes your brain 23 minutes to fully refocus after a distraction. So every time you pick up your phone, you're not just losing 30 seconds. You're losing 23 minutes of deep focus. Multiply that by 96, you do the math. Track your time for one day, just one. Write down every single thing you do, every email, every scroll, every break, every distraction. At the end of the day, look at the list. You'll be shocked because you'll realize that most of your day isn't spent on important work. It's spent on mental clutter. And once you see it, you can fix it. Most people spend their entire day putting out fires. Emails, messages, requests, problems. Everyone needs something from you right now. So you react, you respond, you solve. And at the end of the day, you're exhausted. But you haven't done the one thing that actually matters. It's like being a firefighter who never gets to prevent fires. You're always reacting to emergencies, but you're never working on the systems that would stop the fires from starting in the first place. This is called the Urgency Importance Matrix, created by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Here's how it works. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, real crises. Quadrant 2, not urgent, but important, long-term goals. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important, distractions disguised as priorities. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important, time wasters.
Most people live in Quadrant 3. They spend their entire day on things that feel urgent, but don't actually matter. Meanwhile, Quadrant 2, the stuff that builds your future, gets ignored. Start every day by identifying your one non-negotiable task. Not 3, not 5, 1. The one thing that, if you complete it, will make the day a success. Do that first, before emails, before meetings, before anything else. Because if you don't prioritize your goals, someone else will prioritize theirs. And you'll spend your entire life busy, but going nowhere. You know what stops more people than failure? Perfectionism. They don't start because they're waiting for the right time. They don't finish because it's not good enough yet. They don't publish because what if people judge me? So they wait, and they tweak, and they delay, and nothing ever gets done. It's like standing at the edge of a pool, dipping your toe in, checking the temperature, adjusting your swimsuit, retying your hair. Meanwhile, everyone else has already jumped in and is halfway across. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. It's when overthinking prevents action. And here's the truth. Perfectionism is just fear in disguise. You're not waiting for perfection, you're waiting for a guarantee that you won't fail. But that guarantee doesn't exist. Here's a rule that changed my life. Done is better than perfect. Your first draft doesn't have to be brilliant. Your first video doesn't have to go viral. Your first attempt doesn't have to succeed. It just has to exist. Because you can't improve something that doesn't exist. So stop waiting. Start messy. Fix it later. Action beats perfection every single time. Here's the question that puts everything into perspective. On your deathbed, will you regret spending today the way you spent it? Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because today is all you have. Life isn't a rehearsal. There's no second take. Every day you waste is a day you'll never get back. The average person lives about 27,000 days. Sounds like a lot, right? But subtract childhood. Subtract sleep. Subtract old age. You're left with about 10,000 productive days. And you've already used some of them. Stop living like you have infinite time. You don't. Every hour you spend on distractions, meaningless tasks, or other people's priorities is an hour stolen from your dreams. So ask yourself, if I died tomorrow, would I be proud of how I spent today? If the answer is no, change it. Because time is the one resource you can never earn back. Let's bring it all together. You started this video thinking you were just busy, but now you know the truth. Busy doesn't mean
productive. You've learned that most people waste hours every day on tasks that give them zero results. You've discovered the invisible time thieves that steal your focus. You've understood why urgency doesn't equal importance. You've realized that perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. And you've been reminded that time is the one thing you can't get back. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one idea from today. Just one. Maybe it's tracking your time. Maybe it's asking, will this move me closer to my goal? Maybe it's doing your most important task first. Pick one, start small, do it today. Because the best time to stop wasting time isn't someday. It's right now. Life isn't about how busy you are. It's about how intentional you are. And if this video helped you see where your time is going, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Because next week, I'm breaking down the exact morning routine that helps me stay focused all day long. You won't want to miss it. Now go, reclaim your time. You've got work to do.